And live from Meehan Arena on the campus of Brown University and Pollard Family Rink, it's day 2 and game number 4 of the championship of the LaSalle Christmas Tournament. Daniel Baudolino with you alongside Jay Costa as we get set for this championship game. We just saw the consolation in which the LaSalle Explorers scored 4 unanswered over the Rams to take that one by a score of 4-2. In this one, we have the two teams that defeated those two teams, as it's the St. John's College Prep High School taking on the Christian Brother Academy School. The Cadets versus the Colts. The Cadets will be in the red shoulders, white jerseys with red lettering. It's the all blue for the Colts, navy blue with the lighter baby blue stripes for the Colts. And Jay, what should we be looking out for today?
I mean, look, this is one of the best teams in the state of New Jersey going up one of the better teams in the state of Maryland. St. John's and Christian Brothers Academy are both spectacular, but the Christian Brothers Academy have been firing on all cylinders this year. Their goaltender, Andrew Skrupa, 2 shutouts. They've got 4 players with at least 5 points. An absolutely spectacular team, and they've been blowing the opponents out. And their one loss this year was a really close loss and almost a goal there. It looked like it went over the line, but the official will wave it off at the end of the day.
Yeah, so immediate action to get this one going with the Colts looking for some early offense and nearly got it. They defeated LaSalle College Prep High 3-0 yesterday. Meanwhile, the Cadets took care of the Rams 2-1. Behind the net, looking for something. Now passing, but turns it over onto the stick of Spicer. Now played to the middle and deflected. Bounding puck and turned over. Potential for numbers on the rush here. But for St. John's, that's Doherty. Plays it off the boards. Doherty. Now here is Pilkender. And this will scoot down the ice, coming up to play it. Now leaving it for his teammate. With it, Miller. Miller backhands and passes. Looking for Stanek. Could not hit him. And now circling around before falling to the ice was Pilkender. And around the board trying to get in position. Both players tried to play the bodies, not the puck. And this will deflect nearly out of play. Stays in, passes it into his teammate's legs. Now turning around and shooting with the save made was Ravito. As both teams will make a change with Henry Poffenroth putting some pressure on it, but here they come on the rush the other way. It's Johnson. Johnson looking to leave it for his teammate Burtnick, could not. Tangled up, now waiting, shooting, as that will ride high off of the stick of Burtnick, make it Poffenroth. And now in front, and going the other way. 3-on-2 potential, dumping and trying to chase was Burtnick. Pass back to him, he'll try to chase it down, but played by St. John's. Team from Maryland, St. John's. And then the Colts coming from New Jersey. Center ice here come the Colts. Looking for a rush, waiting, now centering off of a stick, or make it a skate. And played by Poffenroth. Where it's dumped around the boards, back in by Britton. Pass trickling on that B for the Brown Bears in their home stadium. Capacity of a little over 3,000 here in Providence. Now on a rush. Here comes the shot. And it'll be covered up by Pharisee.
Dan, that was a really good opportunity for Christian Brothers Academy. The Colts have a really good attacking line here, and Dominic Scheigel is no exception to that. 6 goals, 12 assists on the year. He has been a force for them this season, and he's really showing his offensive prowess here.
He was cutting to the middle there, but they didn't see him. So the other way, trying to gain position and tangled up and getting around the man was Doherty. Doherty athletic, we'll say his name a lot. Bounding puck into the slot, played down by Johnson. Johnson gives the pass back to him across, couldn't connect. Now the other way, 3-on-1 opportunity. Waiting, shooting, and it's saved. Comes free, trying to jam it around right at the goalie's feet, and they're able to clear. Pharisee with a good effort. Now, across the blue line, waiting, trying to curl around the net, looking for some help. Now crosses, but defended by Myers. Noel Myers. Backhand back. Spinning, pirouetting was Flynn. Now at the point, walks down the wing. Here's a shot, he misses. Flipped up and down to the other end. So here comes a shot that's going to be gobbled up by Pharisee.
It's another great shot there, Dan. Right now, the Colts are shooting out of a cannon to open up this period. We're about 6 minutes into it, as our scoreboard does not want to stay up, and I just closed it again. About 6 minutes to go. And about 9 minutes to go, and so far it's been some great offense from both the Colts and from the Cadets.
Behind the boards and passes it along. Little tangle up, played back by number 9. Flips it into the neutral zone before backhanding it. Now, good couple of moves by 20. Was about a man away from getting free, but instead on the other end, here's a shot. Saved with the shoulder off of the try from Pilkinen. Now that deflection will ride wide. Very physical here as we hear bodies crashing into the boards. Skating around is Merling. Pass deflected. Brody Johnson here makes the move. Still has it. Now dishes. Kept in. Chopping at it. Now backhanding a puck that was on its side. Rolls along the boards. Now to the middle, looking for the pass to Burtnick. Almost hit him. Burtnick now will play it behind the net. Gets tripped up and sent to the ground. And avoiding a hit was Poffernoff. Here's a shot that will ride well wide. And that shot will get on. Easy pad save on the stick side. And into the defensive zone for St. John's with Hummer. Backhanding it away out of trouble was Britton. Around the boards. At the blue line, dumps it back in. Just about midway through this first period, 7:30 to play. Fans Only Sports Network, Daniel Baldino, Jay Costa, happy to be with you on your Sunday after Xmas. As the centering pass, bounding and cleared. Makes a move. Here is Lenadakis. That shot's going to be gloved, and we'll have a face-off far side.
Yeah, so far some great play from both sides, Dan. You know, we've seen some real great play from from St. John's College. I wasn't expecting that. I think coming into this one, I had Christian Brothers Academy, dusting this one, but St. John's has been really putting it on when it comes to pressure here in this first period of play, and they've been giving the Christian Brothers Academy a run for their money.
Nearly an offsides, but it wasn't. Now a cross on the crease, making the play was Farsi. Backhanded, looking for Lindakis, and now an offside. And that will be blocked, dumped back in. There's Miller around the boards, and the pass is too far for 15. He gets his stick on it. Myers was making an effort as that's flipped. Race for it. Played by Miller. Petrovs. That's going to trickle, no icing. So having to play it is Miller. He'll backhand it. Turning and passing, a bounding puck that squeaks by his teammate. Dumped around the boards where Pharisee will knock it down for Miller. Miller waiting. Under 6 to go in the first period, no score. And icing.
You know, Dan, we saw this in the last game. Both teams really just feeling things out right now. I don't think either of them is entirely really, they're not very familiar with the climate up here, the ice, and this is a very new environment for both these teams, obviously being from a little bit farther down south. It's not like the LaSalle Academy Rams where they come in here, they're the home team technically, and they're acclimated. These two teams are trying to adjust right now, so we'll see a little bit of a slower game, and then they'll get back to what they're used to, playing a little bit faster pace later on in this matchup.
At the point, here's a shot, and it goes outside the back of the net. Almost had eyes. Staying around, fighting for possession off the boards. Here's the captain, Seigel. Diagonal pass deflected right to the slot where it's deflected, and I believe that might have caught the post. Second time we've seen that. Here's a centering pass. The shot was blocked and into the neutral zone. A couple of really good opportunities the Colts haven't been able to take advantage of. Under 5 minutes to play in the period.
Yeah, some great attacking plays by the Colts. They've been all over the Cadets early in this one.
Cadets entered the tournament on a 5-game win streak after dropping their opening game of the season. Obviously, these don't count to the overall record. They'll play their next league game on Monday, January 6th. As here's a shot that might have gotten through or it might have been blocked by Pilkington. That shot's got to definitely get through before it was saved and icing.
Yeah, the ice called there, but some really, Christian Brothers Academy has had some pretty good attacking opportunities. They've been setting this goaltender under fire right now. They haven't given him a break. It's been shot after shot after shot, and eventually you have to imagine one's going to find the back of the net. They've already had a couple graze the bar and go barely off of the padding of this goaltender. So the more they shoot, the more likely they'll be able to score, you'd imagine.
In the near corner, played off the boards to Miller. Or tried to pass it. Pardon me, that's Poffernoff. 18, not 10. Now trying to get some speed and try to turn and pass before getting crunched into the boards with Scheffler. To center ice for it's turned over to Varso. That gets on net. Looking for a diagonal pass, instead it's a turnover. Here's an opportunity, backhanding, weaving, trying to tuck it in. Could not. Got the puck a little bit late, did Poffernoff. waiting. Here's a shot pad save. Stuck out the leg. Poffenroth with that missed opportunity just a moment ago. So that's dumped in by Spicer. At the blue line, played. Spicer gets his stick on to stop it. Got a shot on, but it was an easy save. To the point, tried to play it back down. Backhanded try by Spicer was shielded away. Still can't get out of the attacking zone. Cadets playing with some heavy legs. Looking for the long pass. Good job to get a stick on it by Doherty. The netminder Morenzi played it. Has an angle, the shot, it trickles in. It got a piece of Morenzi, but Johnson's goal had eyes. It's 1-0.
Yeah, they hit Morenzi through the 5-hole there. It hit his pad and went down, or his glove, and went down through his 5-hole into the net. And he's a young, he's a junior. He's played very well this season. He wasn't the he wasn't the starter for the entire season. They've rotated goaltenders, but he's had a pretty good year. And he had these guys numbered the beginning of this period, but really couldn't do much more about that than what he did. Just an unfortunate happening. Couldn't catch it in his glove. And Johnson with a really, really good goal and a beautiful play by St. John's to take the lead early here.
Johnson, 3 goals in their 2 goals rather, 3 points in their regular season. Hadn't scored since early December, but gets one there. It's 1-0, under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Early 1-0 lead in the championship game of this LaSalle Christmas tournament. Trying to go home with a trophy are both of these squads. Create some momentum going into the main stretch of their regular seasons. Here's a pass to the point. Shot goes wide off of the stick of Hummer. Behind the net. It's Pilkington. Turned over. Long pass, but caught and placed down by Hummer. Played to the middle, and now at center ice, turning, going the other way, is Pilkington. Turns and stops and gets free. Passes. Here's a shot that's saved, almost standing up, was Morenzi. That gets on. He pushes it away. Under a minute to go in the period. 35 seconds. And icing.
Dan, as we get to the end of this period, you can really see the momentum shift here. At the beginning of the game, it was all Christian Brothers Academy putting a lot of pressure onto St. John's. Now St. John's has taken that momentum and used it against them. Now they're bringing it onto Christian Brothers' end, and they're firing a ton of shots. And they were able to get a really good goal, and the momentum really has shifted. And it's going to come down to how they can play the rest of the period before going into the break in between the second and third to decide who's going to win this game.
Around the boards. Good positioning by Rovito. Under 20 seconds remain in the period. Rovito tied up in the corner. And that was hit placed. A couple of crunches. Pass it, gets a stick on it to prevent icing, and passed away. And that's how the first period comes to an end. So after one Calvin Johnson goal is the difference. Stay with us on Fans Only Sports Network. More to come after this. Well, while we were away dealing with some technical difficulties here high above Meehan Arena, we just had a goal for Christian Brothers Academy as they have evened it at 14 seconds in to the period.
Yeah, you know, I wish we could have caught it. We were just adjusting some difficulties coming out of commercial. But what a play by the Christian Brothers Academy to put that one in the back of the net. I believe that was the assistant captain, or the alternate captain, Logan Kennedy, who's got 8 goals, 5 assists on the year. Those stats coming from NewJersey.com, which for those of you up here who don't know is the equivalent to RhodeIslandHockey.com for New Jersey.
So icing here, evened at 1. Daniel Baldolino, Jay Costa, Fans Only Sports Network, thank you for spending some of your Saturday with us in the LaSalle Christmas Tournament Championship game. Christian Brothers Academy and St. John's Prep of Maryland.
They'll say that goal actually was credited to Dom Scheigel, which is his 2nd goal of the tournament. He scored one yesterday as well. And he really is a great player, Dan. He's been all over the ice today for Christian Brothers Academy, and a great play by him to open up scoring while we were in our break.
And he'll take the draw here and win it. Backhands it to his teammate Petrov. That's loose in front, turned away. Twisting and turning and getting it to his teammate. No offside as that shot rides too high. Centering, deflected. And here comes Stanek. And now turned over. And with a head start, slipping, passing. Now he loses the puck. Nearly getting it back was Tedesco. A weird play. As that's got to be a rebound almost right to the stick of Pilkington, but it was able to be deflected. Here's a fire from the neutral zone around the boards and back into the neutral zone, and they'll reset and re-enter. Gets it on, saved and covered. No rebound.
And a great save there from a shot from range. Came from just about where the blue line was, and a real good shot, a real good save by a top-class goaltender. And he's done so well today. Even with the 1 goal he's conceded, he's done a great job in keeping this St. John's team where they are right now.
Played around, and a collision. As Varso has it, passes, and off the stick of number 9. Now fumbling with it, trying to get around the defender. Good defense. That's deflected, loose in front. Still loose, now batted out to Myers. Swing and a miss there by Vogel, as that will ride into his team's bench. A little friendly fire, but they were able to dodge the puck.
Yeah, that shot just a little wide. Got about 12:30 remaining in this 2nd period of action, and you've got to imagine that 2 goals already and a lot more to come just by the way both these teams are playing. They've both started to settle in, and the pace is increasing. This is a very fast-paced game, not something we're used to here in Rhode Island, Daniel. You know, these teams from New Jersey and Maryland and even the Pennsylvania, the LaSalle team from last game, they bring the pace up so much, and that's just how they play. And it's so fun to watch these fast-paced kind of games.
Centering pass, the shot was deflected. A really good opportunity. To the point. Here's a shot that rides off the glass on his stick side. Twisting and turning, plays on his forehand. Now backhand, forehand, tangled up in the corner was Seigel. Here's the centering pass that didn't center. Tries it again. They're working very hard close around the net. Now centering pass to Seigel. Couldn't get it to him. And they get out of the neutral zone and into the attacking zone. looking for some help as he was tangled up was Yeager. And now a stick's batted away and out of the hands of Schaffler. That ended that bid. Standing the near dot now. They go. Hoffenroth with some speed, twisting behind the goal. To the point, here's a shot that's going to deflect off a body, and Karam well wide. Now a chase for it, trying to chase it down is Doherty. Doherty does. Doherty to the backhand, lost it as it was poked free on a heck of an effort by Ravito.
Wow, what an effort by Ravito there. That's a heads up and a hustle play by him, able to get back, the only one quick enough to get back in time, and a great stop by him to prevent the St. John's Cadets from getting into the lead.
Spicer had it, kept in. Loose puck, they find it. Does Johnson. He has their goal today, but obviously on the other end here. Miller flips it for an icing with 10:04 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, you know, I think that first goal, Dan, really lit a fire underneath the Christian Brothers Academy. The Colts have really been playing up to another level right now, and their attacking pressure is being known and is being made very well aware by St. John's College, and they're trying to compensate as a shot goes in for a goal, Dan. And that looks like the three of Logan Kenny now. What a great play by him.
Yeah, the goal there will make it 2-1. Colts on top. They've scored 2 unanswered here. That one just 3 seconds after a draw, and with 10:01 to go in the second period, they take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Matt Flynn. It was Matt Flynn actually put that one in the net. I saw the 3, not the 1. Matt Flynn, a great player, put that one in the back of the net, not to be confused with the former Seahawks and Green Bay Packers quarterback Matt Flynn. But a great player he is. A goal and an assist, his second goal of the season this year, and he's just a great player.
Pretty good pull by you right there with the Matt Flynn football reference as that goes offsides. .459 in, the goal scored. Yeah. Couple of players in this game that share a name with 2010's NFLers. Calvin Johnson also playing on the other side, and he also scored today. So here's Flynn, tangled up and back to the point. Here's a shot that's going to be gloved with ease by Faircy.
Great save there. His hands really are surefire. You know, any puck that's going to fly towards his glove hand, it's going to end up in the glove. He's going to catch it, and that's just the kind of goaltender he is. You know, a lot of these young goaltenders, they're very shaky with their hands. They can't always catch a puck at a high velocity, but this guy right here is a really spectacular player, and he's able to catch anything coming his way.
Another icing blown. Taking place at Meehan Arena. Been around since 1964. The home of the Brown University men's and women's hockey programs. Players lucky to play a game here at a collegiate arena. As that shot's going to be deflected wide. Many of them hope to be playing at this level in a few years. And this will go into the goal zone for icing.
Yeah, you mentioned that a lot of these guys would be hoping to play at the next level in a couple years. And, we talked about this before this game. I was looking, I couldn't find anything. I was looking for all 4 teams participating in this tournament to find any kids who might be going to play hockey in college. Couldn't find any, but you've got to imagine that a tournament like this has got to be really good to boost what they to boost exposure and to boost looks, especially considering they're being broadcasted here on Fans Only Sports Network.
Looking like a couple of the men's players for Brown are hanging out in the skybox box up above the rink as the draw will be coming near side with Tedesco and Hoffenroth taking it as a penalty was on the play there. We had missed it. We apologize. Cezigal will be in the box. So the Cadets will have an extra man. They'll have a 5-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. And they win the draw. Making a move and speeding up with the opportunity. The shot goes wide. Around the boards, it's going to be played. Looking for maybe a short-handed opportunity. Tangled up in the boards. No penalty. Makes a move. And played into the neutral zone. Colt Myers passes across the ice, trying to get something going on an attack, but fumbling with it, and it will be dumped. The race for it is going to actually be won there by Kenny, who's going to be tangled up. Under a minute to go in the power play. Cadets really haven't done much.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to do anything with it. They've been on their heels, it feels like, this entire power play. And it's been a great power kill from the Christian Brothers Academy Colts. They, for the most part, have been able to keep the Cadets out of their defensive zone almost entirely.
It's skating by Doherty, but he miscommunicated with a teammate. Trying to set up one last rush. Doherty, cross ice pass. Sliding into the near side boards. Making a stop and start move. Trying to fight through traffic. Kicked around to the opposite side. Penalty back to even strength now. With under 7 to go in the period. The Colts up 2-1. Both of their goals have came in the period. One just in the very beginning of it. Second just a few minutes ago. Played down by Doherty. Stepping up, batting it forward to keep it in. Now the defense retreats as he gets a stick on it. Whipped around. Pass it and turnover. Tangled up and jammed around in the corner. We'll have icing. No, they're going to wave it off. As Hummer has it. A couple of bodies taking spills, which results in Christian Brother Academy possession temporarily, but now on the rush the other way. Clip patting it forward with Lynott. Lynott will chase it into the corner before getting pushed away. Lynott makes a good move, but it's poked away into the neutral zone. They'll have to flip it and re-enter with him trying to chase it down, and does, but loses positioning. Comes Burtnick. Burtnick slipped and icing. 5:08 remaining in the period.
And a really well executed sequence of events from both sides. Some good hockey, just unable to finish on both ends. They've been passing it around really well, spacing the ice really well. But when it comes to finishing, neither team has been able to put one in the back of the net over the past 4 or 5 minutes here.
Pass, the feed, the shot, I believe it went wide. Jamming it around, here's Keeney. Now the centering pass, and it's saved by Farsi.
Yeah, Zygo was looking for his second goal of the game. I mean, he really has been very well placed in front of that net, but the goaltender stands tall once again and is able to get another really crucial stop here. It's a really high-class play from that goaltender.
And a whistle there after the draw. Though St. John's will have to take a different player to take the draw, and it was Yeager who won it. Kenny had it on his stick. Instead, Zygo. Here's the pass, twisting around. Good physicality as that pass was just out of the reach of Yeager and will result in icing.
Yeah, a couple icing calls here, and it's been a lot of pressure from Christian Brothers Academy, and it's been the cadets on their back heels just clearing it out. But when the cadets have the puck, they play really solid hockey. They just need to get the puck back.
Puck dropped. Schaufler twisting and turning and creating some space for himself, and now he'll shoot, and it's gloved.
And another really good play design there. A counter-attacking play has the Colts scrambling, and the Cadets able to rip a really good shot and just barely saved by Morenzi.
Draw one by Christian Brothers Academy, flip off the boards. Seigel to Kenny, walks in, shot saved by Farsi.
The combo plays from those two, Zygo and Kenny, really link up well on that right side, and they're able to make some magic, and a great shot there, but an even better save from that goaltender.
Pass diagonal into open ice. Slopping and dishing. Flipped but played down, and now taking off is Flynn. Had it, lost it. Flynn waiting. Flynn makes another move. Flynn shoots, it was blocked. Now off of a skate, poked forward. Knifing for it, and it comes out. And the shot's gonna be gloved. Didn't get a whole lot on it as he was trying to lift it. And with 3:15 remaining in the period, we'll have a draw.
Yeah, 3:15, these last 3 minutes are really going to determine this game. We've got the third period on the way, but going into the break hot is really important. And then coming out of the break with the same kind of fire is also important. So whoever can dominate these last 3 minutes, I believe, is going to be really dominant in the second period as well.
Farsi makes the save again. Makes a move, turns, and fires the high slot. That shot's going to be blocked. and into the neutral zone. Waits and passes. Deflected. Dumped around the boards. And a turnover here. The shot by Yarshak didn't really get a lot on it, and now into the corner. Trying to find it, and does. Dumps back around as he sandwiches number 26, Leonidakis. Crossing, but they were tangled up, and that's going to be a penalty on St. John's. And it will be on Yarshak.
Yeah, that was clear of day there, or clear as day there. Really no other call you can make. I mean, it was a really obvious penalty. He tripped him up. He had no chance of getting the puck at all. And it was a very obvious penalty at the end of the day. And now a face-off for the last 2 minutes of this period, pretty much. There'll be about 18 seconds of full strength, but besides that, it'll be a 5-on-4 the rest of the way through unless there's a goal scored.
Waiting, now dishes. Kenny shot rides high around the glass, and it moves into the neutral zone. It's not played until the opposite blue line. Now turning around, has his man, Kenny. High slot, back to him, walks in, shot, traffic. Try to jam it back to the middle, try to push it around. We're going to have some pushing and shoving, and now it's turning into a little bit more than that as a couple of helmets nearly come off. With a minute 40 to go, minute 23 to go on the power play.
I think that comes down to the aggression comes down to just the way that these guys are playing in this final. It's still a championship game. It doesn't count to their season record, but there's still the pride at stake. There's the championship. I believe a trophy. I don't know if they do that for this tournament. I know some Christmas tournaments they do. A trophy at stake here. I think that comes with tensions rising high. All these kids are, they're not. I haven't really seen a lot of fighting out of them. I've watched a couple Christian Brothers Academy games just from being in New Jersey and in around New Jersey. I haven't seen a ton of anything like that. I know all these kids are really talented, and that fight doesn't really express just how they play and how the game's going.
And meanwhile, there has been a penalty called on Rovito, who got called for that, got in that scrum. So we'll have a 4-on-4 here for the next minute 23 before a 5-on-4 for about 37 seconds that will run 20 seconds into the next period. As they're discussing it with the cadet coaching staff. And now they're going to bring a helmet over from Holden Yeager. Is going to give a helmet to the man in the box, Yaroshak. I don't know if his was broken or something.
I've never seen that before.
And now Yeager is standing in the tunnel. I don't know what on earth that was about. Waiting, shot, saved. I mean, I assume the guy in the box's helmet wasn't working, but I don't know why. Unless he was the only one that fit him. I don't know, but either way, it's covered up there.
It's a very interesting sequence of events, Dan. I personally have never seen that before. I didn't know that. I'm assuming maybe they lost the helmet, they had to switch it or something like that. But the 20 is off the ice now as well, completely out of the rink, not even on the bench. That was very interesting to see.
Regardless, a minute 13 and counting to play in the second period. Makes a move and skates with speed. Backhand, forehand, twisting. Now passes. This is Petrov. Dishes. Seigel. Petrov, one-timer saved.
And Petrov really has a cannon on the end of that stick, Dan. He's got some great shots and some great ability on the back of his hands. And I mean, just some great play from him. And he's a spectacular player, spectacular defenseman. And he just fires at will from the blue line.
Doherty passes off the boards before it's dumped diagonally in. Flipped around. And circling and passing. Now on the rush with 25 seconds. Passing, shot, saved, rebound. Back to a 5-on-4 here for the next 37 seconds with the Cadets with the man advantage. 10 seconds to go in the period. Backhanding it, too far for his teammate. Played no icing. And that's how the second period comes to an end. 1-0 after 1, 2-1 after 2. We'll see what happens in the third after this on Fans Only Sports Network. Stay with us. welcome back to Fans Only Sports Network, the LaSalle Christmas Tournament Championship from Brown University. Daniel Bartolino, Jay Costa getting ready to go in the championship game, third period, as the Christian Brother Academy Colts lead the St. John's College Prep Cadets by a score of 2-1. And Jay, it was all Christian Brother Academy there in that second period.
You know, Dan, I mean, this first 5 minutes is going to be the most important 5 minutes of this entire game. Because you think about it, Christian Brothers Academy has been the most dominant team in this entire tournament, the entire weekend. And they're coming into this one with a 2-1 lead on the Cadets into this third period. But they have 20 seconds on the power play. If St. John's can capitalize on this power play with the 20 seconds they have, granted, it's not a lot of time, there's still a chance that they can stick into this game and make this really interesting. It's only a one-goal game, but whoever comes out as the dominant team in this first 5 minutes could be the team that brings home the trophy.
So the third period underway with the Colts winning the draw. Off the boards and a turnover. Loose in front. Now the pass, the one-timer came up empty. So a break caught by the Cadets. That could have very easily have been a two-goal game. Back to even strength. Kenny can't get around a man. Deking and weaving. And offside.
And look at right away, both of these teams very aggressive. Both teams very clearly want this trophy. And there's a fire, I think, inside both of these teams. The way that they're playing is really spectacular right now, and they both have an opportunity to come away with the trophy today.
Face-off won by the Colts. Christian Brothers Academy with it. Around the, actually that shot got on. Easy pad save though. At the point. Off the boards to Kenny. Centering pass. No one there. Doherty the other way. Doherty makes a move. Dump and chase. He'll get there and stop and turn the other way. Good job to get free. Now backhanding it. This will trickle all the way down to the net. Pharisee will play it and pass it to number 10, Miller, Levy Miller. That pass turned over, flipped around the boards. Pharisee can't get to it, chase for it. Matt Flynn now passes. Poked away nicely. We're being backhanded in. This is Varso. Varso connects. Almost. Fluttering puck. And whipped off the boards where Varso will play it. Icing. With a little over 2 minutes to go.
You know, while we're in this face-off, we might as well do our ad read. This game is brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads, which is on a mission to bring the game to more people, community across the nation. We create products that help share our love for hockey, and we donate a portion of every sale to making youth hockey more accessible to families. Go to ironsteelthreads.com and use coupon code FOSPORTZ10, that's sports with a Z, to get 10% off your purchase.
Thank you for that. Very good products there. So that's pushed away. And icing, so we'll have face-off down at the other end.
You know, I believe that is my bad. I completely forgot about the ad reads, but we got one off here, which is all that matters here in the early in the third period. But yeah, you know, Iron and Steel Threads, great company. Obviously, making hockey accessible is really great. It's a beautiful sport, and the more people to play it, the more we get to call games like this.
Played down, and center ice. A whistle comes, and a stoppage. So face-off coming. Attacking zone for Colts with Logan Kenny. Winning the draw. Passing to the point. Walks in. Shot saved by Pharisee. Keeping his team in it.
Great shot, great save. Some good play from St. John's College. They're trying to keep this one close, and they are. And their goaltender's a big part of that.
That's going to go carry him behind the net. Turnover in the defensive zone. Now behind the net, trying to get it in front. Could not. Now bounding around at some feet. Now, diagonal pass, and it's off the boards. It's a beauty. But being turned away and pushed away. Here's the pass. Nearly got through to 12. Looking for Myers. Kenny the other way. Kenny twisting and trying to backhand it. Now loose puck comes up. Kenny gets it on the give and go. Now waiting. He'll walk in. It's loose. And into the neutral zone. And the puck went out of play.
And, you know, we talked about the first 5 minutes of the game. Right now, the play and the pressure and the attacking mindset has been in favor of the Colts. And a very good, spectacular play from them so far in this one. And we'll get another offsides call and a face-off. I mean, right now it's been all of them, and they really don't show any signs of stopping coming out of the break.
To the center ice. Flipped around the boards. Playing it, Revito. Revito twisting. Now passing it, went through the body, and now that shot is saved. Good job by Pharisee to find it as he was kind of shielded away.
Yeah, really good shot there. Just found its way into the hands. And every single attacking play, Christian Brothers Academy has a man right in front of the net for cleanup duty. They just haven't been able to get anything off for that cleanup guy, but they've had the man there, and it causes chaos in front of that net, which is so important when it comes to attacking hockey.
Turning and flipping it over the boards.
You know, Dan, the music here really is great. They've been on point all day. You know, they got a really good playlist, and I think that comes down to, I believe it's the LaSalle guys who make the playlist for things like this, and what a great playlist they have for hockey.
Kenny passes, kicked around, and they score! Top shelf action for Michael McCabe.
We've talked about this team, Dan. We've talked about how they've played. McCabe seemingly puts the brace in. There's still 10 minutes to go, but a really good goal for him, some really good play, and the attacking presence sure is felt.
So 3-1, they've scored 3 unanswered and looking for more. Shot blocked, but the rebound landed on the stick of Revito.
Number 22, Mike McKay. Assistant number 3, Logan Kenny. Time goal 4:46 of the third.
Peek behind him, going around the boards. Jammed up at feet of the official. St. John's really just trying to get anything going offensively. It'll be Johnson, their one goal scorer today, that shoots it wide, kept in. Myers can't find the puck, now pokes it. Off the boards, the corral by Doherty. Now loose puck. It's good speed from the Cadets. Jammed up. And now it comes free and flipped to Myers. The other way comes Murphy. Murphy makes a move, shoots, and it's saved.
And Murphy really had a wide open lane to the net there, Dan. A really good counter and a great shot, but an even better save from that goaltender there for St. John's College High School.
Race for it, won by Linadakis. Kenny has it. Fires it off the official, and he takes another shot. He's getting beat up right now. That will fly out of play.
Got a couple pucks fly to play here, and it really does start to feel like things are beginning to unravel a little bit for this St. John's College team. They can still wind things in. It's only a 2-goal game. There's 7 minutes to go. They've got give or take 2 to 3 minutes to score every goal, to score a goal, or 2 to 3 minutes each per goal, and it's not impossible to come back in this one.
Trying to find the puck, and it's at center ice. Chipped forward. Johnson. Still tangled up in the corner. Now it comes free. Kenny gets taken down. Offside, so they'll exit. Pass off the boards and turned in, dumped. 7 minutes remaining in this one. And they do move it as the officials were telling them to. Flynn, good move to avoid a hit. Flynn thinking about crossing it to the opposite point. Now makes a move, had poked free, gets it back. Now passes to that point. Here's a shot that got blocked, and it's gonna somehow flip up and a stick save. Cooper Treat able to clear. It's icing with 6:11 remaining.
Yeah, 6:10 to go here. And just dominance so far. This period has been all Christian Brothers Academy. And on their heels, the cadets need to find an answer. Time is of the essence. They're really running out here. They need 3 goals to win, 2 to send it to overtime. And it seemingly has been all Christian Brothers Academy holding possession of the puck as they come back into the trapezoid in their own defensive zone.
And it gets tangled up with the official, which allows them to get on the rush, twisting and turning the other way. Flips it across the crease, no one there. They can't get it out. Walks in, shot, saved. Off of the bid from Britton, the senior.
That was a great play before that shot. The play across the front of the net was looking for Rovito, just couldn't find him. And then the shot by Britton makes its way into the glove in a really good play by Christian Brothers Academy. They've got the tournament in their hand. They've got the championship in their hands right now. Can they hold on to it?
They have it in the defensive zone now. The pass off the boards. Trying to turn, have an angle, puts it on, and it's batted away. Stopping, makes a move. Now a good open ice hit. Johnson. Free puck, batted away. Pass kicked back to Merling. There's Johnson, who had a chance at it. Spinning to avoid him was Brady Johnson. Doherty will pass it off the boards. Time really starting to run out now and become a factor. Under 4:30 to play and a turnover, but Kenny had it, fumbled with it, and has it poked to free. Had open ice ahead was Johnson, but they couldn't connect on the pass. They haven't really had a lot of breakaway opportunities. Here's a shot on net that's saved off of the try from Yaroshek.
It's been a lot of great shots, but the problem at the end of the day is that the cadet shots keep going into the hands of Morenzi. Morenzi's had a really solid game, but it's coming off the backs of a lot of easy saves, per se. The shots that he's taking are not by any means very challenging for him.
Played into the attacking zone, almost forcing a turnover. They could not. Dumped back near net, and it's covered up with 3:52 to go.
And just about 4 minutes to go. Like you said, leaves about 2 minutes per goal to tie this thing up. Give or take 8 seconds, but not a lot of time left for St. John's College.
Behind the goal, looking for a dagger, but that will trickle into the neutral zone. Free puck off the stick of Roffernoff. A pass. Dumped around the boards. 3 minutes remaining. And now coming in off the line change is Pinkerton, crossing off the boards. Walking in, here's a shot that's going to be gloved by Morenzi with 2:45 to go.
2:45, Dan, time still ticking. And the window the championship window for St. John's College closing as the time progresses. And you just have to wonder if they have any more fight left in them.
And a deflection, loose, backhanded, and still free. Can they jam it in? No. How on earth did they not score there?
Well, 3 wide open opportunities there, Dan, and they still couldn't put it in the back of the net.
It's been that kind of day. Haven't had many opportunities, but haven't been able to take advantage as that's denied. Try to find the puck, and they do. Pass comes to Pinkerton. Here's a shot that rides high. Empty net now for St. John's. And he'll have a look at it, flipping it. Looking for Kenny. Kenny nearly got a stick on it. Now stops and turns, but Doherty gets it away from him. So it still remains a 2-goal game for now. And now here's Kenny. He'll get a good look at it and misses. Poked. Passed. A minute to go. Trying to finish out this championship. And that misses and results in an icing.
They can still close, they still have to close it out. Nothing is impossible, Dan. 50 seconds does not necessarily mean game over. Now, yes, a goal from very far out would lead to, would be a dagger, especially if they keep the goalie pulled here. And we go into a timeout, but you have to imagine that there's still a little bit of fight left into St. John's College.
Yeah, we'll see what they have left. 54.7 remaining. They scored 1 goal in the first period, Calvin Johnson. They've been empty since. Trying to take the tournament win into the rest of their season.
Now, when I've been looking around this rink for a majority of the day. I will say I'm very starstruck to be here right now. This is one of the premier college hockey rinks in the country. One of the premier programs, obviously making it to the men's team making it to the Frozen Four in 76, 65, 61, making the tournament in a couple of years, and they're not a Harvard or a Boston College or a BU, but being able to be here with a very great hockey team and being at this rink means a lot to me. I'm sure it means a lot to you, and to be able to call this game is so amazing on this ice, and it's been a great game. Both sides have played very well. Obviously, the wheels fell off for the Cadets coming close to the third period, but they fought hard, and we got some really good hockey here on a really great Christmas break, post-Christmas hockey tournament weekend.
So we will see what transpires here, but absolutely, it's been a pleasure calling these two games with you, and it's been a pleasure calling these two games here. Backhanded. Kenny's got a trickle, but it doesn't have enough speed to get there. Johnson makes a move. Johnson waits and shoots. It's going to go wide. Centering pass. Doherty gets a shot on, and he couldn't find it, but it was behind him outside of the net. Pass. Shot. Deflected into the netting, so with 21 seconds to go, we will have one more stoppage.
21 to go. My personal prediction is this is the last stoppage of the game, but just what a game by both of these teams, and it's still not over. There's still a very slight chance as that one's flung across the ice.
Icing, so you were wrong about your prediction. 15.8 to go. We'll go to the other end.
Well, I didn't factor in an icing. But that right there is the last stoppage of this one. Calling it right now. Until there's another icing, of course. Then I was lying.
Off the boards. No icing there. 10 seconds to go. Gets it on. Pushed away. 2 seconds. 1, and that will do it.
What a way to end this tournament, Dan. Congratulations to Christian Brothers Academy out of Livingston, New Jersey. I believe it's Livingston, New Jersey. Great hockey club and a spectacular tournament for St. John's College out of Annapolis, Maryland. You know, both of them came a long way to play in this tournament, and they both played very well. And at the end, they fought till the very end, Dan. And it'll be Christian Brothers Academy lifting this trophy here at Brown University.
Yeah, congratulations to Christian Brothers Academy taking the trophy back home. And that will do it for us here from Meehan Arena on the campus of Brown University. Thank you so much for tuning in. For Jay Costa, I'm Daniel Baldino saying have a nice rest of your holiday weekend.